Well, we're not expecting any guests. No one's supposed to come in.
So when I shut him in.
Thank you, Kim.
He put his hoodie up now. You catch that?
I do.
There's a
But
plant.
he's supposed to cover this way, not the top
Yeah,
of
I
the
don't
head.
know what the deal is there. I want to give me one of them. Here's a hat. See what my
Alright.
son got me?
Marion, you are all set.
Okay, thank you. Isn't it nice?
Look at this.
I save a fortune on lipstick.
Huh?
Okay, are we ready? Gee, this is a nice inventory.
Yeah, remember to use your mics.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you.
Good evening and Happy New Year, everyone. Today is January 7th, 2021. The hearing of the Zoning Board of Appeals of the Town of Grand Island is now in session. Because of the novel coronavirus COVID-19 emergency and state and federal bans on large meetings or gatherings and pursuant to Governor Cuomo's Executive Order 220.1 issued on March 12, 2020, suspending the open meetings law, the Town Zoning Board of Appeals Grand Island Town, the Town of Grand Island Zoning Board of Appeals meeting will be electronically via Zoom. I'd like to introduce the members of the board. Betty Harris, Bob Mesmer, John Brattle is absent, Tim Phillips, and our alternate member sitting with us tonight is Dan Drexelius. And I'm the chairman, Marion Fabiano. Also in attendance tonight is Code Enforcement Officer Ron Milks and Chris Cullen. The technical support for tonight is Jennifer Bainey. And that's all the people that are here. Matters before the board this evening will be taken in the order in which they appear on our agenda. The board shall hear and decide appeals pursuant to the provisions of the laws of the state of New York. This is a legal hearing and all participants should consider themselves to be sworn to make accurate statements and charged with bringing all pertinent facts to the board's attention. Any discovery of false testimony and or the withholding of facts would be grounds for a ruling review and reconsideration. As each agenda item is addressed, the appellant or their representative will present the information. After the board hears from the appellant, we will hear from anyone wishing to speak for or against each issue. All parties will be required to give their name and address for the record. Once a determination has been made, any party who feels aggrieved by the ZBA's decision may file an Article 78 proceeding with the state Supreme Court within 30 days of the filing of said decision with the town clerk's office. This hearing will now commence, and we'll ask the first appellant to please give your name and address for the record. That's the first appellant is 183 Havenwood Lane.
Yes, Roger Broker, 183 Havenwood Lane.
Okay, Mr. Broker, tell us about your project.
I'm looking to put a front porch on the front of my house, and I would like to request the permit be given so that I can change the setback from 35 feet to 32 feet. So I'm looking for a 3-foot variance on the setback from my house.
Okay, this is a covered front porch.
Correct.
Open?
Yes, with railings.
Okay. Can you tell us anything else about how it's going to look on your house? I mean, you're not here, we're here. I would have asked you if you have any pictures or anything for.
I was told I didn't have to provide pictures until the building permits, but I am, it's gonna have a shingled roof coming off 8 feet from the house, running the length of the front, approximately 38 feet. The pitch of the roof is gonna match the pitch of the garage coming off. I will have the 24-inch pylons supporting the snow load for the roof, and it's going to be vinyl wrapped and to match the house, and using the composite decking for the floors and steps.
Okay, but it's going to be open. That was a concern that I had when I went in. Because.
Yes, it will be open.
Okay. Are there any questions from anybody? I'm assuming we all saw it. I was a little bit confused because the description on the paper we got said it's a brick and frame house. So I thought I was looking at the wrong house.
Oh, yeah, no, I have a center entrance colonial,
Right.
and I'm just gonna be putting a regular vinyl wrap spindle railed fence, front porch on it.
Okay. There are no other questions? A motion would be in order to close the public hearing.
I'll second it.
Motion by Bob to close the public hearing, second by Betty. All in favor? Aye. Okay, the proposal is for a 3-foot front yard setback for the construction. That was a porch. And, oh, I forgot to ask if there was anyone here to speak for or against.
There's not.
Not. I almost forgot. What was I saying?
3-foot front
No,
setback.
3 foot, okay. The request is for a 3-foot front yard variance for the construction of a new front porch that will be covered but open with only railing. Is there a motion to that effect?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Motion made by Dan, second by Betty. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. The request is de minimis. It is not going to have any effect on the rest of the area. Any other rationale you'd like to add?
Matches the house.
Matches the house, looks nice.
Okay, it will match the house.
It's lined up with the other houses.
There are porches on other houses, and the street isn't really straight. Some houses are set back farther than others. So I think that this conforms to the area that you live in.
It'll look nice.
Yeah,
I'll make a suggestion to you, if you don't mind. I'm a contractor. I don't know where your sewer and water come out of the house, but I consider that in case you ever have to do something with it. If there's ever problems.
Yeah, I am taking that into consideration when we're gonna be framing it and putting the supports in.
Great.
you're all set.
Thank you.
Okay. The second item on the agenda is 1579 Bedell Road. This is a request for an extension for a fence variance that we granted in June. So because of the virus,
COVID.
the COVID, the applicant had a difficult time finding a fence contractor. So this is kind of self-explanatory. A motion would be appropriate to extend the variance for 6 months, and this extension would expire June 18th, 2021. A motion by Bob,
I'll second it.
second by Tim, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, it is for the exact same variance that you have before you. And we would want that to show in the minutes.
Mhm.
Okay, that's done. And the third item on our agenda tonight is 1952 East River Road. We received a letter for extending the variance at this property. Due to COVID, the availability of their contractor has been limited, and their budget showed that it was reflected. So they're hoping to start construction at a later date. This would be a height variance of 5.5 feet at 1952 East River Road. And it has conditions, and we would want it to state the same conditions, which are 3. The barn will never be used as living space. No septic for this barn. The barn is used strictly for agricultural use and remains in the ag district listed as a barn. Is there a motion to approve the extension for this variance?
What date? 6 months?
6 months, July 1st, 2021.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Dan, second by Bob, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that's taken care of. That's the regular portion of our agenda. We have one item that has been tabled, Oh, we have received no information. It's 841 Ransom Road. There are several things that have to be addressed. We have to make a decision. Since we have heard nothing and received nothing, it would be appropriate to deny this request.
And we still have 30 more days, right?
No, but he hasn't appeared. We don't have anything. There's no reason to keep it on the agenda. He never came after we got the application.
And we tabled it.
This was submitted in November.
How long, since I'm the new guy, how long do you have?
52 days.
62.
60 days?
62.
62.
But there's nothing,
Technically, we're off by 2 days.
well, that doesn't mean you
Right.
can't make a decision.
We're all right.
I'm just asking. I just don't want to have it so that I can.
Okay.
Well, advisement from the building department. We haven't had a chance. And there's some other issues.
Right.
I have several things. I brought the whole packet.
He does.
Yeah, well, but I have a whole list of things and pictures in
I
regard
was
to.
just concerned about the time frame. Like, if we deny him too soon, we say we didn't give him the proper amount of time.
But if we wait till
So
the
it's
next
at
minute, it's too long.
62 days, you said, right? So if it's 62 days, where do we sit the time frame? That's all I was asking.
Basically, 2 days past. He's allowed 60, he's at 62, he's missed the deadline, basically.
If he has to start over, though, he has to wait a year
If we
Well-
deny it.
if we deny it.
Well,
We
we're
didn't
not
have
going to approve it.
No, we wouldn't approve
Right,
it.
I
I
don't.
want to improve it, but I think the proper thing is not 62 days.
Table.
What we do is say, extend it to, table it for 2 more days and then deny it. I mean, how are we gonna do that?
No, you can't.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I'm asking you guys. I don't know. So I'm trying to get clarification for myself.
And I'm trying to make a determination based on what usually happens when someone comes and applies. He applied and did not come at all. Not call, not anything. I'm thinking that he changed his mind.
We've never run into this problem. Dan.
And I do remember at the last meeting that when he was up for the first time, that there was a couple of neighbors that were in on the Zoom.
A
wanted to be
neighbor
able to
was
talk,
concerned about it
concerned about the
negatively.
thing. I remember that. That's why I guess you tell me what the law
Well, if we deny it,
stipulates.
the
It says 6.
the concerns of the neighbor are gone.
Why can't you simply say that it's going to be denied if there's no response from this applicant
Within 2
by
days.
2 days or 3 days or 4 days and allow time? Because you got a weekend coming up.
Well,
I would
we
say
have
by
to
Monday.
then leave it on the table. And if we leave it on the table, then we're past the time we should have addressed it.
Well, that's what I'm asking, Mary. I don't understand. If you have to wait 62 days and you meet every 60 days, what do you do at that point? The 2 days become void? I'm just trying to learn here.
Well,
And if you go out to 90 days, does that,
You got an answer.
Today is the 62nd day, which you were to base it off of our last zoning, which was November 4th, or sorry, 5th, which was a Thursday, my birthday was the 6th, that's what I remember.
okay.
So I think we should.
Then we can, now I'm in.
Are you
Thank you.
positive though? Because this says November 13th when he made the application. Did he make it before?
Application, was that for a December meeting then?
I
Well,
think
This was
so.
just stamped
December would
November
have been the first
13th.
one, January that we're in today would be the second one, and that would be about 60 days. So if he's saying it's 62, then I agree that it could be
Yeah.
totally denied because these guys
Probably
never
on it.
showed up. I
Never.
just wanted clarification because I didn't want to find out later that we denied him at 60
Right.
and then the 2 days we didn't
You
allow
wanna see
the
this?
proper amount of
Yeah, I do,
time.
because
That's
you
all I
missed
was
that
saying.
13th.
Okay?
Yeah, he had no response at all.
No, and I get that too. Obviously, he doesn't care because he hasn't bothered to respond to it. So I'm in total agreement. I'm just trying to say that
Right.
I don't want to give him a technicality to go take us backwards.
Let's face it, if he really, really wanted to do it, all he have to do is change the dimensions and can reapply.
No, he
Yeah,
has a
no, but
lot
he
of
has to
other
wait a year.
issues. No,
No,
no.
I know, I'm saying he has 1 year, he can't apply for it, but if he changes
The
dimensions,
plan.
the plan, he can reapply right
He
away.
can't
Oh,
apply
okay.
for the same,
I got
There.
you.
Same
Okay.
variance, he can
But he could apply for another variance.
oh
He
yeah.
can move it
Oh,
2 feet.
okay.
He can move it 2
2
feet
feet.
and reapply.
Okay, gotcha.
And based on what he has there, he has several things that he has to address.
Yeah, I get that. Okay, now I'm good. Believe it or not, if you said 62, I'm.
Are
since he
you
didn't
only
show
going
up,
to
he doesn't
talk to
want
Betty or are you going to talk to us?
He applied on the 13th for November meeting, so you don't have enough days in.
Yeah. So based on that, you would have till the February meeting, 62 days. Provided.
Well, what's your pleasure? Motion to
So
table, leave it on the table?
Got a table it.
I'd say we table it.
There is no rule that we.
Well,
have-
that's what I'm asking you.
No, but there is no rule that we have to table anything. If someone doesn't come in, we can just say the applicant isn't here. Sometimes when the applicant doesn't come in, and if it's something very minimal, we have said, we have all the information before us and we've approved it.
Right.
In this case,
We don't have any information, they
Nothing.
haven't responded.
nothing.
Okay. I have no problems. I have no problem thumbing down on it. to be honest
I
with you.
don't either.
I mean, I just don't want to find out that we left something on the table to open it up, but like Timmy said,
Well,
if
we-
all he's got to do is move it a foot or two and then he can come in and redo it, so be it.
And-
So I'm into denial.
And then, the other thing is too here is if he really wanted to, all he would do is call up and say, hey, can you guys table this for another week or another meeting because I got some
Right.
problems tonight.
Right.
And we have not heard anything.
He didn't even do it for the first meeting.
Right.
He applied and
So-
never showed.
So I'm, whatever you guys want to do.
And my
I'm fine
understanding
with.
is the person that made the application is signed his name, but that's not who the owner is. It was somebody else who signed this application.
Why would that even be allowed?
We've had that happen before. People have done it before they closed on a house. 'Cause I've questioned it before.
Okay.
How can you apply for something if you don't own it?
Yeah, that'd be my point. I
Well,
wouldn't
we
even hear it.
we let it go before.
Okay.
Is,
There's no one here.
no, is,
Rhonda here?
Rhonda.
Yes.
I went, let me ask her.
Rhonda, are you there?
Don't run on the big screen.
She's on the phone.
She's on the phone.
Oh,
Oh,
She's
there's a
muted.
delay.
You look like Donald
Delay
Duck with the
there.
yellow one. I like that. You like
is
that?
she on?
I might have lost her.
It's cute though.
Rhonda, are you there?
Yeah, pick up the phone.
How
We
about-
can, we can call her and put her into the microphone.
Oh, never mind. I was just gonna ask her
Oh,
about
she's
this.
trying again.
That's on mute. Okay.
Rhonda, can you hear us?
So whose signature is this?
I don't know. It's his
That's
his
new to me.
name.
Well, if somebody signed his name, then that's not even a valid signature, so don't even tell me that one, because we're legal court.
It's
And
fraud.
Personally, if somebody else
Well,
signs for it, it's not him.
that's why I want to double check with
Rhonda.
Rhonda
I
because
think his signature or POA and power of attorney would be about the only two you'd accept.
Yeah, exactly.
Try, Rhonda,
Well,
try
a
using the
contractor
phone
you almost
audio.
accept it, and as long as it said the contractor's name, but not the contractor signed for the homeowner.
We could call her and just put her up to the mic.
Yeah, we could do that.
I don't have her number in my phone. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I got it.
I don't have the
Is
extension.
Godfrey's mic over there?
Yeah.
Great.
Have we ever had anybody before that made application and then never showed up for a couple meetings? Did we-
actually, no, I
don't
don't
think we've ever
remember
had
that
one.
ever
Yeah.
happening.
Especially two in a row.
Right.
Well,
It's like if you miss one, maybe.
I think he,
Yeah, but
thought so.
Even if
said
you were
things here that
quarantining, you
concerned
still
me that
had some
somebody else
extra
signed
time.
for it. It wasn't even him. Maybe he
maybe
doesn't
it's
even
a-
know
Tell
it's
you
maybe
him.
what,
it's a worker
I'm gonna
of
put my
his.
phone on
Still
speakerphone,
does.
and that way you can talk.
There's no
Well,
way I'd
that's
let
why I
it-
want to double check, because
I send my guys a hardware,
Hey,
so they
there.
gotta be on the list to sign.
hi, Rhonda.
Wait, it's on speaker, you
Yeah.
can shut it down.
Oh, we have the 841 Ransom Road before us. And we're trying to make a decision. And I just mentioned that he hasn't appeared. This is his second meeting. But it was my understanding that the actual owner didn't fill out this for the application.
That's correct. It was an employee of his.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. But he signed his name.
Can't do that.
Yeah, I'm not sure whose name is signed.
It looks like it
It
says John Barber.
Okay. That's not who filled out the application.
Okay, that's what I wanted to check. That's what I thought you told me.
I guess it just seems like too much
Correct.
gas.
Thank you.
Oh, It's not, it's just for all those reasons.
I think he needs, I think he needs to
That's
start
not
off
legal.
fresh on this.
Okay, is there a motion because this has been on the agenda?
Since I'm the
with-
new guy, I'll make the motion to deny
Oh,
this
wait, with no,
application.
what is gonna happen to you?
That way, if anybody gets in trouble, it's me. I'm the new guy.
Oh, you're not the new guy anymore.
You know what?
Is there because no one has appeared for this application, we have received no information. Is there a motion to deny this request for those reasons?
I'll make the motion to deny the request because too many questions are on the table and we don't even know who signed it. We don't know what's going on, and there seems to be questions in the building department about some other things. And since we can't get those questions answered, since the person hasn't shown up at any of the meetings, and this is our second meeting with it, that I say we deny it and go from there.
So Dan made the motion to deny it. It was seconded by Bob. All in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
So moved. And for the reasons that have already been stated.
Oh,
We do,
sorry.
sometimes we do
Yeah, I
things.
do too much.
I mean, this new guy, I
I
don't
know,
know
I'm
about.
the new guy. We get rid of him.
I know, but unfortunately, I have something to add, and it's gonna be hard to get rid of him because he's been extended for a year as the alternate.
Who?
You.
I can quit
And,
anytime I want.
well, you have been
I got COVID.
approved, and Bob has been approved and reappointed to this board for 5 more years. So congratulations.
I called John today and. left a
I don't
message.
think, I was looking at some numbers.
Maybe I'm not-
Ron has a list downstairs. When does he expire?
You're all five are staggered.
I know,
So it,
but the impression that we got before was that Tim was up.
Oh, okay,
No,
'cause they
Tim
told
was
me
not
I
up.
didn't apply,
Tim was
so
I don't
sent
think he
John a
is.
letter and I didn't get anything back.
it was Bob and Dan who we had to take action upon.
But then I went
Yeah.
down to the clerk's office, and the clerk's office says something totally different. That unfortunately, clerk's office is guiding the town board, and the town board's the one saying who gets put on and who doesn't. So it's like, oh, okay, well, that's the schedule we're gonna go with then.
And actually, I was looking all afternoon for what I had, and I found one date, and when I figured 5 years, I think you don't expire for a couple years.
It's fine.
So,
Just didn't want to do something,
right,
Great when you don't expire.
and you're not expired.
I'm not expired.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is approving the minutes
Um,
of December 3rd, 2020.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion by Betty to approve, second by the new guy, Dan.
I'll make the second.
All in favor? Aye, okay, and before you, you have other minutes that we received. They're listed. And
I have a question. Can I comment on the meeting minutes of the other things we received?
After the meeting, or
whatever you want to do.
Well, I don't know. I just,
If there's any questions about other minutes that we received, you can ask. Who knows if you'll get an answer?
I just thought that it was kind of rude of somebody from another board
I read it
to
too.
complain about our board without bringing the complaint to us and to put it in the minutes of the meeting. I thought it was ridiculous.
Well, they're speaking out of turn for deciding why do people need garage space. That doesn't seem to be a reason for a variance because they want to store.
I've never seen any time where we did it for dogs and feed and whatever the guy was talking about. That was BS.
Well, I read it too.
Okay. I just wanted, being the new guy, I just thought that it was rude.
Well, the other thing about all of this stuff, and I have discussed it, I think, with everybody before, we don't write the laws.
No, right.
That's not our responsibility. You know, there are. Were you talking? Oh, I thought you were saying something that you were. That's not our responsibility. I brought it to the attention today of the Long Range Planning Committee even for taking a look at the size of lots, the location. We shouldn't really. Some of the garages we've approved or storage facilities we've approved are bigger than a house.
I agree.
And, there has to be some variance, not this variance, but a reason for how the town does it. I'm sure other communities have, Some s-
Restrictions,
some
restrictions.
exceptions to what you can do and what you can't do.
Okay.
But I brought that up and I've already mentioned it to Ron too.
Okay.
Because we do have, well, this one that we just denied, it's for a very large structure. A proposed structure of 3,600 square feet,
It's bigger than the house.
and the house is very small. Okay,
Mhm.
is there a motion to
Close the meeting.
close the meeting?
I'll make a motion.
A motion by Betty to adjourn, second by